Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Anthony with Home Guitar Mods, and today I'm going to show you my first DIY pedal. I call this the tonybrowntown valvedrive. It's loosely based off of a valvecaster, which if you Google valvecaster you'll find lots of pedals and forums and pictures of people building them. But I have heavily modified the original plan. First to note, I used a 12AX7 tube instead of a 12AU7, which the original design uses. I'm running the pedal at 12 volts. I think it gets a much fuller sound using either tube style. The pedal is reverse wound, so it's positive center, negative outside, or barrel, which is actually standard in almost every electronic device but Boss type effects. Okay, now for things I added. The original pedal didn't include pretty much all this extra junk. So I added a 11 button, which basically takes the gain to 11. So you turn this on, it turns the gain all the way up. So this way you can kind of have two channels and a gain boost. Added a fat thin switch, which affects the tone. How I accomplished this was using two different types of caps for the tone, one with a fatter sound, one with a thinner sound. I added a volume boost with a volume pot on the top to adjust the amount of boost you have. With the volume boost, I added a switchy here which says VB and VB plus 11. Now how this works is when it's just on VB volume boost, when you engage this, you're just going to get a volume boost. So if you have a light overdrive sound going, you're just going to amplify that sound. If you have it on VB plus 11, it will engage the 11 circuit. So when you turn your volume boost on, you're also going to get the gain boost. Now, you can still use the gain boost and the volume boost at the same time and turn this on or off. If this is on, you hit the volume boost. It doesn't matter if this is on VB or VB plus 11, you're still going to get that circuit in there. I just added this as a way to, instead of having to pedal dance all the time, if you know you're always just going to want a volume boost and a gain boost, you just leave that switch down. Yeah, the pedal is wired point to point, which means there's no circuit board. Everything is point to point. It's true bypass. And it cost right around $120. The pedal without the tube, using a U-bolts and the parts, I think I paid right around $35. The tube I paid around $26 for. It's a Groove Tube Russian made tube. And then the power supply I got down at the Rat Shack, and that was $22. So yeah, well, let's see how it sounds. Just as a side note, as you will notice, the tube is glowing, showing that this is the actual circuit. It's quite hot. Just figured I'd point that out since someone is bound to ask. Alright, so here's the Ibanez with the GFS humbuggy in the bridge. This is my clean tone. This is what it sounds like. Sweet. So yeah. Here's the fat switch up, tone 12, drive 12, volume rolled back, because it's a pretty loud pedal, and it sounds like this. Sweet. Pick up the thin switch. So you actually notice more with the tone rolled back, so fat sound, thin sound, big difference there. The 11 switch, which will kick the gain all the way to 11. Yep. Volume boost, like I said, if it's on VB it'll just give you clean volume boost, so we'll go with a light overdrive sound to show how that works. So, light overdrive. Volume boost. But you can control the volume on that however you want. Works like so. If you have the VB plus 11, which I'm going to turn this volume down actually, it'll engage both circuits. So just the volume boost plus the 11 switch. Big difference, lots of volume, lots of gain. Yeah, so that's the pedal. It likes to be driven. I've got just a Delta Lab 2 driver there. Everything's set at 12 o'clock. Sorry for the camera work. Here's the 2 driver by itself. It's like a tube screamer. So I'll push that into the pedal here. Driver on. Give it just a nice boost, especially if you're wanting more drive, but you don't want it breaking up too much. Good point for this fat switch. This by itself. Now this pedal will break up pretty good. This is about 10-ish. Give it some more drive. Now this, what I really like about this, it sounds really good with full chords, even at high gain. If you roll the volume back on your guitar, it reacts really nicely. So, I guess that's the pedal. I hope you like it. Yep. Until next time, keep modding and have fun building.